You suck. Can they hear me over this?
We can hear you.
Welcome to The Guys Review, where we review media, products, and experiences. Even when you're not here, you fuck this up.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I blame it on the people you don't like.
I just hope he can read it better than he types.
Woo!
You catching shit from my wife already.
Jesus. My name is Steven.
Somebody gets a law degree and she's a fucking Rhodes Scholar all of a sudden.
My name is Steven. I'm one of your co-hosts. Together in the room is Tucker, and on Zoom we have Trey, and then also joining us today are some of our listeners. So everybody, say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You got to talk closer.
Yeah, get on the mic.
Hi.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was...
that was super
Hola,
Is that
los
better?
gringos.
cool. Thank you. So as
We speak into English.
as we discussed last week, this week we're going to do just kind of a hangout, meet and greet kind of little thing. Trey is at work out of town, so we have Joe with us also locally. So Joe, did you say hello?
I did say hello.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Before we kind of move into everyone else, we're going to still do the same thing that we normally do. We'll talk about our weeks real fast. We'll try to make it quicker. Holy shit, there he is.
Is that Al?
That's Al.
Holy shit.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good,
I
man.
told you he's a hairy little Puerto Rican little guy.
Jesus.
Not even
Oh,
30
wow.
seconds.
Hey, Al. Hey.
Hey,
That's Trey on the other
Yeah,
end of the
fuck
Zoom.
you, Al.
Trey's Hendricks, is he? Yeah,
Y'all
I'll let you have
look,
it.
y'all look the exact same, actually. I mean,
I know.
No, Trey
It's
has,
like you-
Trey has more hair.
It's-
Trey,
yeah, you
Trey can only
basically
wish he
took
was
my
this
head
good
and like
looking.
Tucker's head and smashed it together.
No, quick side note, Trey's hair looks like my hedgehog.
that's fair.
Is that a euphemism, Casey?
No, it's a legitimate hedgehog.
Yeah, what? You gotta post cash.
All right. Well, so we just got started out. We were about to go in and kind of share a little bit about our weeks and kind of see how things are going with everyone. I'll go first, make it real fast because really nothing's happened this week. We just have a short week. I've been busy as fuck. Work has been crazy. I've had a bunch of leaks trying to fix all that, but other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Just ready for Christmas. Tucker?
They make medicine for that anal leakage, just so you know.
Yeah, appreciate that. It's super helpful.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Duct tape.
yeah,
Fixes everything.
sure. Tucker, how was your week? Let's get through you real fast because I want to get to Trey. Trey has a good story for us.
He
too.
does have a good story for us. Short work week. It's off till after Christmas. Thankful for that. And fuck you, Trey.
Hey, Tucker, nobody gives a shit.
Learn how to fucking drive. All right.
Go ahead, Trey. Tell us your
Trey,
story.
yeah, tell us what happened to you.
All right, so I have some customers who are very eccentric. They come into the store and they invited me out for the winter solstice celebration. So I get over there and like they tell me they're Wiccan, cool, whatever. Like I'm expecting like half naked witches dancing around a field. No, I get there. This bitch is wearing fucking leggings, wearing a t-shirt, even wearing her bra. She don't even wear a bra. And then they made cookies. That's it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I was invited and, they know I'm fat and I was interested in cookies, but shit.
So was there... you still have your soul, right? I mean, you are still Trey.
I mean, probably. Like, I wish I wasn't.
No shit.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say they didn't go Freaky Friday on you. You're not like someone else.
No, still me. Still got a tiny dick.
Well, you're white. You can't help that.
Trey, will you eat a salad?
Does it look like this?
That's about right.
Will you eat a salad?
I always eat salads.
We had a guy in high school who he suffered from the same affliction. Trey, tiny penis, large balls, and that was his little hand signal.
I might be stealing that.
You're welcome to it. I hadn't trademarked it yet.
What were you
He was
expecting?
the guy in high school.
Yeah, that.
I
Was
really thought like they were gonna be wearing like white sheets, dancing around the field, half naked, like like thinking, okay, cool, like some sort of like, weird witchy stuff. No, like it was cookies and like sitting there talking.
Like incantations and stuff? You were...
No,
Did they even do
No.
Did they do the sage to purify?
no, they made cookies, and like not even good cookies, like fucking peanut butter sugar. Like what the fuck?
Was there anything
Couldn't
else in the
spring for
cookies?
chocolate chips.
Any kind of herbal things in the cookies?
No, I didn't get high on it last night.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a complete waste of time then.
It was. It was like an hour away.
So I feel
So
like
an hour each way.
sacrifice. And when he got there, they were like, "Nah, this isn't a good idea. Y'all just give him some cookies and he'll go away."
Pretty much.
Nice.
The soul's already tainted. We don't want it.
Exactly. Well, all right. Is that all you got for us, Trey? So you're
Somebody threatened to kill me yesterday.
again.
Yeah, again. Same guy.
You seem to bring that out in people.
Hey, where does he live again?
Do what?
Where does this guy live?
Slocum. He's a narc. He's the one that tell on other meth users. Like, his name is Paul Ward. He lives in
Jesus.
Slocum. I don't even know the address.
You got a cell phone number you want to give out just for shits and giggles?
He keeps changing it.
Oh, okay.
Those track phones are a bitch.
My God. It's already off the rails. I don't really have a structure for this, by the way. Big surprise. We're just going to wing this one.
Thought that's what we did every week.
Pretty much. All right. Joe, since you're here, why don't you tell us, you got anything happening this week with you, bud?
Not a thing. I mean, really
Yes,
nothing.
we do. We have to go tortured by family.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. You see,
There's the Christmas spirit.
I'm sorry. I kind of take that Einstein's theory of relativity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, time goes slower when you're with your relatives.
That's fair.
So we have to go to Birmingham this weekend to see her parents, my mother, and yeah, it's going to
You know what would make that really fun?
What's that?
Do it stoned.
Well, Casey won't let me get stoned.
What Casey
That's
don't know,
why you
don't hurt
tell
her.
her.
Bullshit.
Right.
Mushrooms don't count.
That's true.
It could be a fun trip.
That could be literally a fun trip.
Just don't drive.
Gotcha.
Well, I can't let her drive.
If you're tripping mushrooms, she needs to drive.
It'll be about 50-50 chance.
Parker, why does it look like there's a dildo on the back of that exercise bike?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
Looks like there's a dildo on the back of that exercise bike over there.
Okay,
Like, as it comes up, like, it pokes you in the butt. That's
not an exercise bike. It's an
what
elliptical.
it looks like from here.
oh, I see. It's the shadow. That's pretty funny. It's a whip-like shadow. All right.
Speaking of
Personal
dildos,
notes.
Tucker, you want to
No,
fill us in on what happened at the party the other night?
I wouldn't trade mushroom stamp somebody with a candy dick. That was interesting.
That was the best. That was the best gift. I have to admit for our Christmas party. All right. Well, so we'll get into some more guests. So I'll start with Al, the host of the Produce Stand podcast that we often talk about, who Trey obviously really cares about. Al, how are you, sir?
I'm well, guys, and fuck you, Trey.
There it is.
Having me.
Well played. Well played.
Okay, USA.
Actually, I think it'd be
That actually works
yeah,
better.
like fatality.
I didn't know you still had that on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can't read upside down.
Today, Junior.
All right. How was your week, bud?
Not bad, not bad. We had some nice weather on the weekend, getting ready for the holidays. I like how your buddy there put it. What was it? Torture with the family or whatever. That's what holidays are for, right?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
Hey,
So
Hey, how are you now?
good, and you?
Not so bad.
There you go.
so Al on his podcast, he just had was it Billy Buttery on there last
Yeah.
Friday, right? How did that go? I hadn't gotten a chance to listen to it yet.
Yeah, it was great. That guy's been in television for forever, since the 80s.
Wow.
So he's got a long resume of stuff, and we had a lot of fun talking about it. So that'll be out on our regular feed Friday.
Cool. Nice.
So right now it's just available for patrons. But yeah, he talks about everything, and then a little bit about Letterkenny, and yeah.
Did he go into Shoresy at all, or could he not talk about it?
The only thing you could say is that it's going to be a lot of fun, going to be really funny, and apparently very different tonally from Letterkenny. So that'll be interesting to see what he means by that.
So I don't know if you saw in the group chat last night. I started Corner Gas last night,
Oh yeah, and
I really like it. I mean, it's very early 2000s. It's obviously very Canadian, but
Yeah.
I really see a lot of roots to Letterkenny in this, just in the style, the humor. Now it's got some of the early 2000s like Friends, like it's got the campy music when it changes scenes, but like
I called it kind of like Seinfeld of the Prairies.
yeah,
Like it's a show about nothing,
fair.
basically. About
Yeah.
a bunch of friends, nothing happens, but for some reason it's funny, or people think it's funny. So yeah.
Are you
It's it's like Letterkenny in that it's a small town, like going through, like trying to be like a big town, trying to be bigger than it actually is, and pretending to do things like elections where only 6 people are voting or what. There's always weird hijinks that happen in town, but the characters are what make it endearing to the viewer.
Or a meet and greet where we know everyone personally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, let's be fair. I've only ever talked to Al and Justin on the Twitter feed.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Casey,
Yes.
how are you, ma'am?
I'm all right. I'm here.
Good. So Casey is Joe's husband, wife.
Right.
Sorry.
I was about to
She
say,
does,
hold on.
she does wear the pants in her defense.
She does.
So, Casey, how was your week?
Very short. Took a holiday day today.
Much
so
like you.
that was,
Yes, very short.
Very
yes.
short.
She's still tall enough to kick you in the balls.
If she stands on a chair, maybe.
No, because Steven's a little hobbit. So
Oh, funny. Sorry. Okay, short week.
short week. Not much going on. Just, looking forward to Christmas.
Nice. All
To
right.
be over.
yeah, that wasn't very convincing.
And we lost Trey, apparently. Al, you scared him off, man.
I said, fuck you. He stopped listening. That's what I do when I listen to you guys, right?
That's fair. I think there were, I'm not even going to lie. I hadn't even finished our episode this week, and I think there's actually 2 fuck you Als this
There
week.
is, but I persevered.
You pushed
I
through?
listened through the first one. Yeah, I pushed through the first one.
So just like Tucker's uncle, you pushed on through.
Oh, jeez. Wah, wah.
I don't know. They laughed. Trey's not here. Someone's got to do it.
Also, because you guys were reviewing a movie that I knew and liked, so I had to hear what you guys were
Yeah,
saying about it.
what'd you think? I wish Trey hadn't left, so what do you think of his review?
That was Home Alone, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic, right? It's a great movie.
Yeah.
By the less talented of the Culkin brothers, but still a great movie.
That's fair. Justin, you still around, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's your how's your week been? Not had to get away from the wife?
Just get away from because kids are upstairs. So just say the free flowing cuss words is just not what we want to have them listen to.
What? I can't
And also,
understand why.
Trey still brings down the IQ level even to my kids. So
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
You probably want to drop a deuce.
Well, technically, I think they're still open. I don't think they close till 8 Central Time.
Or maybe the guy finally found him.
I don't think we're that lucky, but I mean, it's possible, I guess.
You guys are down a panelist.
Yeah,
or a
well, so
co-host.
and I got a call this afternoon about 4:30 that Chris ended up getting tickets for the Auburn basketball game tonight, and I said, "Oh, are you not coming to the tape tonight or whatever, showing the podcast?" He goes, "No, I'm going to take my own car. I'll be there." And
He's not here.
he's not here, so I don't know. Maybe it's a good game. I don't know. I have no
It's
idea.
Murray State. How good could it be?
Well, it's a tiny. I mean, it's basketball. Small schools do okay.
Yeah,
in basketball.
Gonzaga usually puts a pretty deep run.
Yeah.
There you go. So, all right, Justin. Anything else to add, buddy? Just getting away from not trying to corrupt your children.
just a short week, and I've got to head down to Norfolk this weekend or tomorrow actually to see my grandmother. But
Wow.
yeah, so we're still trying to get through the stuff to get to England. So it looks like that's going to be delayed a little bit though,
So
just
when,
because someone in medical screwed up and let my paperwork sit there for 45 days with no action.
sounds like Tucker.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what does that mean?
45 days, that's child's play.
I know, right? You will have to get like another physical or something?
No. They literally, I sent all the paperwork in. It just sat in someone's inbox for 45 days with doing nothing. Then they finally either looked in their inbox or something and said, "Oh shit!" And I got processed through medical in like a week, which seems like someone got a fire lit under their ass. But
Nice. Okay, cool.
especially the week before Christmas when no one's basically at work.
Yeah. Well, nice.
So-
Okay, cool. Well, I do have. I mean, what I was basically going to do is just. I mean, if y'all had. I mean, y'all know us. I don't know if any questions you might have that you'd want to know.
Yeah, you tend to overshare in your recordings. So,
No,
yeah.
how you don't say. But what
I'm really curious now that we have Al here, who has more back hair, him or Trey?
Oh my God! Please,
Oh, speaking of hair.
Oh wait, we got Joe next to us
or
too.
lack thereof. I'm talking about him.
Oh, well, all I see is gray. So
It's fair. It's clear. Speaking of,
all right. At the house the other day, my wife had gone in and taken.
She's here. You sure you want to
I know.
this?
I know. No, this is funny. She had taken a shower with the dog, which I thought was kind of weird anyway.
what?
Yeah. But then I go and take a shower afterwards, and this big clump of black hair is sitting on the shelf in the shower. And
It's not the dogs. Spoiler alert.
that's kind of what I thought. It's kind of. I was like, baby, could you shave your leg, afterwards or something?
I'm sure she loves you sharing that story.
She's probably
Another spoiler. She used your razor.
I know, right?
Yeah. Thought it smelled funny.
So, one thing
Casey rebuttal.
A, it was the dog's hair, but B, if he feels that way, I mean, he doesn't have to get anywhere near my legs.
Oh, snap.
I think she and Tanya would get along. That's Al's wife, by the way.
Okay. Have you met her?
I mean, through the podcast, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, she usually records with them.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do, I was trying to find the questions that I had from before, but I figured out we'll just kind of do some questions, that we can run through and just kind of learn a little bit about ourselves, our listeners, and all that stuff. And I'm gonna drink a beer and go from there. So I'm gonna, and Al, you'll know this reference. My first one's gonna be Ted Lasso. What was y'all's first concert? What was your favorite concert?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right?
Shit.
It's a really good question.
No, are we talking like concert that I actually chose to go to?
First concert, favorite concert.
The first was I went with my mother and whomever to like Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
I mean, there probably are worse concerts.
I was thinking more like, Tennessee Ernie Ford for you or something.
What was the first concert you wanted to go to?
I was in 6th grade and it was Lionel Richie with
pretty
Tina
solid.
Turner.
Okay. And your
Wow.
I can actually
That's
get
pretty
behind
solid,
that.
right?
Yeah.
That's great.
I
Yeah.
had 3rd row seats.
Al, are those albums behind you, or what are those?
Posters. They're posters
What kind?
from my band.
That's
So shows we've played. Yeah.
Al's a big music guy,
Okay.
so that's why I if you get a wow from him, I think that's pretty high praise.
No, I mean Tina Turner and Stevie Wonder. That you can't get much better than that.
On my honeymoon,
Lionel
actually.
Richie,
It was Lionel
Richie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, Lionel Richie. Okay, still okay.
But it was 3rd row seats. I mean, that's when you actually had to stand in line like all night to get tickets.
Yeah.
Sure.
No,
No, Lionel. You mean all night long?
Yes. I
That
mean,
was a Lionel.
You missed it.
I like it.
Well played, sir.
It was funny when I first got my Spotify account. For some reason, Spotify really, really wanted me to listen to "Dancing on the Ceiling" because every time I'd put it on and ask it to play me music randomly, first song it always played was "Dancing on the Ceiling." And I started thinking, well, it's like digital payola. It is like Lionel Richie's people pay Spotify to make sure that it gets played over and over again.
First one, the first
fair.
one. Did you know Lionel Richie? You know where he's from? Tuskegee, which is about 20 minutes
30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 30
from
minutes.
here. And
It's Macon County.
yeah, Macon County out, which is the county next to us. But he just bought, or a couple of years ago, I should say, he bought.
Chris is finally here.
Nice. He bought, I think it was Booker T. Washington's house, and has completely restored it.
That's cool.
I think he uses it as, I think it's a museum / like when he comes to visit, he just stays there.
That's cool.
But he's originally from this area. I actually talked to him on the phone one time. Because,
Oh, really?
Wait, Lionel Richie?
Yeah. So,
Did he say hello?
but it wasn't me he was looking for.
That's the wrong number.
So no. So I used to work in this print shop, and one of the things we printed was large format, like blueprints, right? And so the guy who was designing his house would come to Auburn to get, because there was no place in Tuskegee or Macon County to get them printed. So the closest place was Auburn. He'd come to Auburn. I got to talking to him one day. He's just, whatever. And he was saying he's from LA. He's here doing this house, blah, blah. I was like, oh, man, what's that like? I mean, is culture shock even the word, going from LA to, well, technically it's LA to LA, from Los Angeles to Lower Alabama.
We're more central.
Yeah, whatever. But he's from LA.
That's kind of like being from Vestavia.
Fuck off. So anyways, he tells me, he's like, yeah, I'm actually working on Lionel Richie's house. And I was like, oh, no shit, that's pretty cool. And so we're chatting, and he goes, oh, this is him calling now. And I look at it, and he shows me his phone, and it literally just says Lionel. So he answers and he's chatting. He's like, "Hey, hold on. Will you talk to this guy? He's the designer for for this stuff." And he hands me his phone. I was like, "Hello." He's like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" I was like, "Nothing." Like, what do you say when someone hands you the phone with Lionel Richie on the other end of it?
Hello.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where I went, but I didn't want to say it because then that's what people always say to him. I mean, they're gonna be like,
Oh,
"Hello?"
you mean how people answer the phone all over the fucking world?
That's true. But I knew who it was. Like, so you're not going to go hello. Like, it's like when my mother-in-law calls. I see it's on her on the phone. It tells me who's
Wait,
calling.
you actually answer those calls?
I mean, occasionally.
Okay.
She doesn't listen to this. It doesn't matter. All right, Tucker. First concert, favorite concert.
Oh, first concert, probably
Did you
Kenny
say
Chesney.
Wait, time out. Favorite concert then, Joe.
I guess the best memory of a concert was Guns N' Roses.
You remember that?
Well, mostly I remember. I lost
Hey there.
It was at the Birmingham Racecourse,
Oh, nice.
and it was raining all night. I lost a shoe.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think that's on key for a Guns N' Roses concert.
I mean, it was. Now the best concert I've listened to actually was Rolling Stones.
Oh, nice.
But you weren't actually at the concert.
No, went to the concert, but didn't get drunk. I remember
actually,
the concert.
remember okay, I'm with you now. All right, sorry.
So, yeah, first concert for me was probably Kenny Chesney in the late 90s. Favorite concert? Man, that's got to be a toss-up between Incubus and Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice. Chris, welcome to the party.
Incubus was a hell of a show. I've seen them a couple of times.
Yeah, I never got to see Incubus. Sweet. Nice. Thank you so much.
When they start going into Wish You Were Here, oh, Jesus,
Yeah,
that's
pretty crazy.
fucking awesome.
Hey, wasn't Incubus at Auburn at one point?
311.
No,
311.
That was 311.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there were a couple of bands that came down
Yeah,
back
they
when we
had,
were in college.
Yeah, they had 311. They had,
Three Doors Down, I know, was one because I worked that concert.
yep,
Nice.
Three Doors Down was here.
Green Day played a house party,
Didn't Dave Matthews do
Way
a
back
concert
when.
here way back in the day?
probably.
I did see.
I know. What do you call it? I know Jimmy Buffett at some
Yep.
point had
Yeah.
done.
I was about to say, I
He's
wanted
done
to-
a bunch of
Well,
concerts here.
Jimmy Buffett went to Auburn
He did.
for like 2 years.
for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't here for 2 years.
Wasn't he not even that
I
long?
don't even think it was a year before he failed.
Yeah, I was about to say I actually saw him at the dinner theater.
Nice.
So I got a story about Jimmy Buffett. Y'all remember when the Gulf
Here we go.
the Gulf oil spill happened down in the BP oil rig? Y'all remember that?
Yes.
I had to go down to Mobile.
Well, the real question is which one, because that's happened a lot.
That's a fair question. That's a fair point.
Okay, so we're talking mid 2000s.
The one they made the movie about.
Yeah,
Not the Valdez.
yeah.
This is the one that's the
oil rig.
rig. Okay, yeah,
the rig.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Buffett, his sister owns a restaurant down in Mobile area called Lulu's.
Not in Mobile, it is in Gulf Shores.
It's in Gulf Shore. I said the Mobile area. Thank you.
It's not really close to area, but whatever.
It is.
Is it though?
He's in fucking Canada. Do you think he
That
knows?
doesn't matter. Everyone else knows. Look, just because I can't remember if Ontario is a province or a city doesn't mean he's he doesn't know
We
what things
expect
are.
that kind of ignorance from the Americans, though, so it's okay.
Thank you, Al. I appreciate that, buddy.
By the way, can I just say the quality of the podcast has risen ever since Trey dropped off. You guys have never sounded better. I could listen to this all day.
Hey, do you want to get a shot in now since he's not on here?
Always, please do.
In my jest.
Nah, he's not. It's fair too.
He's not. He's too. You're being too intellectual there, Al.
I guess so. Fuck you, Trey.
But yeah, so Jimmy Buffett played a concert at Lulu's. He pulled up on a damn flat barge with his band for all the people that were eating dinner, and the place got packed out in like 30 minutes. I missed that concert by 2 days on one end, and then he played another concert on the beach, free concert to raise money to clean up the oil spill the day after I left.
Nice.
Yeah, so I missed 2 of his concerts by about a day and a half each way.
You got your uncle's house?
I was going to say something about the end, but I just didn't want to. I feel like we mined that well a lot already.
So does Uncle.
Oh God, that's terrible. All right. Hey, Trollinger, how about you, bud? First concert, favorite concert?
Shit. Probably first concert that I can remember was Alan Jackson. And then probably the best concert I was on was with was when I was on deployment. They had what do you call it? The lead singer from Little Texas, Lone Star. They were all there for just doing a concert on the boat for
it's like a USO
so
thing?
I actually had to hang out with. What's that?
It's like a USO thing?
Yeah, it was a USO thing.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I actually had to hang out with them for a bit. So good dudes.
Tronja was in the Navy.
Yeah,
Just
this is on
So he likes
Truman's. This is 2016.
So not really the military, though.
No, that's the Air Force.
Well,
No, nobody believes the Coast Guard's part of the military, but yeah, we deploy whether you deploy or not. So you guys go get deployed for a war, and then you get to come home, and that's it. We keep deploying every fucking year.
every time there's a storm, actually.
Hey, I got a buddy that's I got a buddy
Gunboat
that's,
diplomacy is what they called it back then.
What do you call it?
Gunboat diplomacy.
Gunboat diplomacy.
That works.
whoever has a bigger gun wins.
That's fair. All right, cool. Chris, welcome, by the way.
What's happening?
Glad to have you finally.
Yeah.
How was the game when you left?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Auburn destroyed them.
Really?
Yeah.
Not surprising. Oh, did you watch the whole game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the score?
They won by 8 points or something like that. 12 points, 8 points.
That's fair.
It didn't matter. It just didn't matter.
I saw the girls got on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, they did. Did you see that?
Yeah, Taylor sent us pictures.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we took the girls to the game. It was great.
So, obviously, we already did How Are Our Weeks. Do you have anything to share as far as that goes?
No.
Cool. Perfect. That's so helpful. You're really helping this go far. All right. Well, let's. So I'm asking the Ted Lasso question, which is, what is your first concert and what is your favorite concert?
My first concert?
Yes.
I went to see Soul Asylum.
Charlie Chaplin.
I was going to go Fred Astaire.
Beethoven.
That's
Or
great.
Mozart. Which one? Which was your favorite?
It was Bach.
Probably the German.
Bach?
Yeah, that's who. It
No,
was.
that was yours.
I went to see Soul Asylum, Screaming Trees, and Smashing not Smashing Pumpkins. Spin Doctors.
Yeah.
That was my first concert. As far as performance goes, the best concert was Korn with Rob Zombie.
Ooh.
That was
that'd
the
be
best
pretty,
performance.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I've been to a few. When y'all talking about Auburn, I went to a lot of them in Auburn. We saw Hootie and the Blowfish here.
Did you see Elvis when he came?
Yeah. But I saw the Carpenters when they came. No, I'm just playing. That's a joke.
I did believe you for about half a second.
No, I saw Hootie and Blowfish. Edward
Well,
McKay.
he was around when it was just banging two rocks together to make a sound. So
What is that noise? It sounds so great.
When the just came, did you throw like little sandwiches at her? So
Or did
she
you
could
just
eat
try to
something?
nail him to a cross?
Damn.
Yeah.
I know that was a little rough. Sorry. All right, hey Al, how about you, buddy? What first concert, favorite concert, man?
I'm sorry, I'm getting over the shock that there's a line here. Okay. First concert, Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge.
Really?
And actually the opening act were the Spin Doctors, which, yeah.
Oh wow,
There you go.
that's a hell of a first concert. How do you top that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the Rolling Stones. I can't remember, maybe 16 or 17. So I was sadly enough, I was probably there for the Spin Doctors. But anyway, that's how that goes. Best concert was probably Aerosmith at the Molson Amphitheater in Toronto.
Nice.
Amazing show. It's one of those where you just know every single song, and they sounded great. Like, for a guy with a voice like Steven Tyler,
Yeah.
it's amazing that he still sounds good to this day, considering.
So I've heard that Aerosmith sounds just like their albums. Like they don't
Exactly.
they don't do a lot of post stuff after the recording. If you listen to them live, it's what you get on the CD.
Yeah, and it's amazing. And so everything, you can sing along to all of them. Like, say what you will about some of the later stuff, it's still very, get the crowd going. And the cool thing about where the concert we had is it's kind of an amphitheater, so an outdoor venue. They had a smaller stage set up on the hill in the back behind us. So I was halfway between the hill and the stage. So halfway through the show, they walked through the crowd up to the smaller stage and played 3 songs there. So if you had
That's cool.
really shitty seats for those 3 songs, you had amazing seats.
That's
And then they
awesome.
walked back, and it was great. And then just song after song after song, like at one point they played What It Takes. And my buddy and I were like, oh, I forgot they did this one. Oh my God. And we're just like screaming the words with them and we're just fucking having a great time. It was, best concert.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Damn.
Hey, Chris, CDs are these things that came well after records. You could put
After
music.
phonographs. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not quite the Darling Girls. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtop gal.
Casey, what about you?
So, this is going to open the door wide open for my husband to talk about me being a musical snob.
Because you are.
It's really more like I'm just like the opposite of a musical snob. Like I'm like in the gutter of
Country
music.
and 90s pop.
I like what I like.
You don't have to justify your choices. I mean, we hang out with Tucker, so.
So I can only
By
ever
choice.
remember having gone to 2 concerts.
What?
So which was your first?
So my
Did you like the
first
first
was
one or the
John.
second one better?
Yeah, John Michael Montgomery was my first concert. And then the only other concert I can ever remember is Miranda Lambert. I don't even remember who else was in it. It was Miranda Lambert. So there's that. But I will say that I was working security for the Alabama football games, and all of a sudden we get told we have to clear a section because the Yin Yang Twins helicopter is landing, and they are going to do an impromptu show right there in the field outside of the fraternity house.
I would rather shit in my hands and clap.
I don't even know who that is.
Yin Yang Twins?
Yeah.
Never
I mean,
heard.
a rap group, I assume, right?
Look them up. Their following looks about like what they do, and it was a disaster, and there was a shooting that night.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like Mama Lucy's.
Yeah,
You remember
it
that place?
does. Yeah, it does sound like Mama Lucy's. That's for sure. Okay, so my first concert I
place
ever
was
went
fun.
to was 311 and Fishbone in Birmingham, and I'll never forget this because I think I was 14 years old, and I don't know if you know this, but 311 and Fishbone are big like stoner bands.
You think?
I was not aware of that at the time. I just loved the music. It was fun. It's like reggae kind of sounding, but it's like funky, rap, rock, whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm just jamming along, whatever. Like I'm one row behind like the mosh pit. There are no seats. So I'm standing in a seat, just enjoying my life. And next thing I know, I'm being handed a joint. And obviously I didn't partake. I was too young. I didn't know what I was like. I know this is bad.
Your mom doesn't listen.
I know.
You can
no, honestly, if I did partake, I would have told. But I mean, I will say this: I did get a contact buzz for sure. Like I was feeling pretty good after the show, but I did. Yeah, just first time I ever touched a joint, just pass it on to the guy next to me. So, favorite concert that I have to say, Velvet Revolver in Birmingham.
Oh hell, that's Slash, man.
Exactly.
I can get behind that.
It's Guns N' Roses with what's his face from.
You were like in love with Velvet Revolver, man.
Actually, it was more Audio Slave.
My ringtone,
Audio Slave.
my ringtone now is Velvet Revolver.
They were. You wanted to? I mean,
That figures.
like I said, it's Guns N' Roses and what's his name? The lead singer.
What are you talking about? With
Of Velvet Revolver.
Whelan. Whelan. Scott Whelan.
Scott Weiland. Whelan.
Is that STP?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, STP. Yeah. Man, I mean, it was just, it was so good. It was just energy. I mean, the other thing was there was this guy behind me. So I went with my girlfriend at the time, and there's this big dude behind us, right? Like taller than me, which, not funny. Not hard. But anyways, we're sitting there, and like we're talking before the, in between the opening acts and when they come on. And, he was a nice guy. We're just, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, been listening to him for years, blah, blah. Next thing I know, Slash walks on stage, and this giant man starts screaming, "Oh my God, it's Slash!" Ah! Like I'm talking like a girl, and I mean I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just like it was off-putting that it was so high pitched from such a
It didn't
large.
sound like he looked.
It really did not. It was very odd.
It's like
So,
Tucker.
Where did Trollinger go?
I don't know. He does this occasionally. He has to drop out. I mean, he's got 3 kids at home, so that happens.
On a side note, with concerts, you went to Steven. You went to go see a local band. Both of us know local, right? Pain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're all the way up in Birmingham in high school and all, and I was down here in high school, so pretty good distance off. And we both were listening to, going to the concerts, the same band.
It's
there.
Pain is a
local.
It's a very small ska band, and they played this. Talking about aging myself, they played in a CD store, and I went to the thing and I got I got their set list and they signed the set list. They had a couple of albums, but never got. They had one national song that was Jabberjaw that they played on Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was on the
Cartoon Network.
Well, do you remember City Stages?
Of course, hell yeah. City Stage was awesome, man.
I worked at this company one time, and my manager was the backstage manager of the Miller Stage. Okay, which was usually
That's the big one.
Yeah, it's kind of alternative rock. Okay, well, he assigned ambassadors, quote unquote, to help bands. Mm-hmm. Well, he gave me George Clinton and the Funkadelic of all people. So he's like, "Man, here's the keys. Take this van and go get George at the airport."
Now you're a cop at this point, weren't you?
No,
I
was.
What I think
what was that, like 99,
It
2000?
was early 90s.
Wow.
Mid 90s.
Okay.
But anyhow, he says go get George Clinton. I said okay, fine. I didn't really know who he was at the time, so went and got him. And you know what he looks like, right?
Oh yeah, all the dreads and everything.
He smells 10 times worse than what he looks like.
Straight patchouli
Yes.
and weed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, coolest guy you ever want to meet.
Oh yeah.
But man,
from
he
like a
reeked.
distance.
You
And
were getting a contact high.
pretty much, yes. And you know, it's midsummer in Alabama.
Right.
It's 100 degrees, so we have to have the air conditioning on in this van.
So you're moving air.
Oh my god,
Oh man,
it was awful.
the funk.
I mean, it smelled like one of his farts.
Definitely.
I mean,
It was Funkadelic.
You know, we're pretty lucky here in Auburn, and actually this area in general. We have a pretty good live music scene. Y'all probably remember Hermativore, right?
Yep.
They were a local band. They were really good, but there was a band from Enterprise, Alabama, close to where I'm from. They started off as Cog, and then there was an Australian prog rock band that already had copyrighted that name or something, so they had to change it. But Al, since you're a music guy, if you get a chance, look up Course of Nature.
Force of nature.
Course of Nature. They're from Enterprise, Alabama, and I used to work construction with those guys many, many years ago before they got famous, and one of them married Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right?
I think you told me that before. Actually,
Well done.
so I've got actually one of my. Have y'all ever heard of Trust Company?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you know James Fukai?
Yeah.
So he's a local guy who was in Trust Company. They were a huge, and he lives here. But
Downfall was one of their best songs.
yeah, but yeah, I'm buddies with him. But
I know James.
part of the reason Auburn's such a good place for live music because we're on the road between Montgomery and Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of bands that would travel through here.
You got the university too.
Yeah, and the university. But I mean, like I said, the university in the past, they've had Elvis. They've had, I can't even think of who else. I think they had the Rolling Stones at one point.
They had Leonard Skinner 2 or 3 years ago.
Well,
I remember going to that.
it was like, what is it?
The third iteration of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, I think there's one guy.
They were like an opening band. You know what I mean? They were not.
I did want to go and
band.
see it, but
No,
it was
they were the headliners.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they were
weren't.
not.
They were not. It was that.
It was Confederate Railroad was there, and I'm pretty sure Leonard Skinner was the headliner.
No, it was that guy's
Oh, that guy.
T-shirt. That's on my T-shirt. I don't freaking country artist. I don't know.
Casey?
Seems that's on my T-shirt or whatever.
Talking about Thomas Rhett?
Sure. They all the same.
It was something. It was a
country
concert
music.
for Hope or something like that. I don't really remember, but I know he's talking about
the year before that they had it was Kenny Chesney, Miranda Lambert. There were 2 or 3 other bands.
Yeah, but I remember going to that one, the Leonard Skinner, because it was raining. It was inside Jordan-Hare Stadium, so it was inside the football stadium itself. And like I said, they were opening. Oh, and that guy from The Voice or whatever, the big country guy.
the one who won. You
Luke
mean?
Bryan.
No, one of the judges.
Luke Bryan.
No, one is married.
Blake
One is married to
Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah,
There we go. Never
him.
mind.
He was like one of the, I guess, a headline band too. Yeah, he was. I guess he was the headline band because it would be Thomas Rhett or whatever the hell his name is.
Nice.
Would be his before him.
Hey Al, I wanted to ask you specifically, and since we lost some other people, we've all shared a bunch of good college stories. But do you have any specific good, funny college stories from your days that you feel comfortable sharing? Considering the lines that we've drawn, I don't expect you to go that far, but
Let's see. I went to a college for recording and like audio engineering and recorded music production. So
Really?
and I came from a small town, so kind of a hick coming into Toronto, and most of the I had quite an education. 18 years old and surrounded by a bunch of people who, I didn't look like me, didn't sound like me. A lot of Jamaicans, a lot of different
Jamaicans in Canada from the Cool
Was-
Runnings movie.
What?
So I remember the first day we were there, and everyone's kind of like getting to know each other, showing pictures of their girlfriends or whatever. This is 96, I think. Yeah, around 96. And this one guy with like very long hair, biker jacket, like big boot, like he looked like a heavy metal, like, all the piercings, everything. Played bass in like a death metal band or whatever. Became a good friend of mine. But at the time, we're like, showing pictures of our girlfriends and stuff. He shows me a picture of a woman in skimpy lingerie, and I'm like, why are you showing me this? I'm like, this is my girlfriend. He's like, whoa, why are you showing me this? She's half naked. It's like, well, she's a stripper. I'm like, oh,
Well,
interesting. Again, why are you showing me this? Anyway, like I said, we became good friends. And during our lunch or whatever, sometimes we go to the local establishment for a drink or whatever. And so we went into one place, and all we hear is, welcome to the stage, Casey. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's Mike's girlfriend. We hightailed it out of there. Like, I don't want to see her naked.
Wait, you went to a bar just for a drink in the middle of the day? Or was this a night?
Yeah, between courses. We just do that.
Going to a strip bar.
Because the college we were at is kind of it was in the middle of the city. So it was a small campus, and just like Toronto's a very walkable city. There's like a bar in every corner. Doesn't matter where you are.
See, the thing is, you would think in a college town a strip club would do well, and it's weird because we don't have one. The closest one we have is 45 minutes away in Columbus.
And you don't want to go there.
Yeah, you don't want to go to that one. But we did get a couple of years ago.
There a lot.
A couple of years ago, we even got a Hooters in Auburn, and I remember when it came in, I was like, man,
No, that was more than a couple of years ago, buddy.
like
You're
10?
almost 40.
Like 10.
It closed while we were in college.
Really?
Like a couple,
Yes.
like 2 or 3. But what, 10? Yeah, that's a couple.
Whatever.
Sure.
It closed
Did it
circa
really?
2008.
I wasn't still in college then. Anyways, point is, it didn't do well, and it was actually not even that. It was not, never mind the food wasn't that good, but the girls weren't even that good either,
No.
especially in a college town.
They were the skankiest of the skanky.
They were pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
The last time I went was actually with my 17-year-old, and he wanted to go. And
Yeah, because the wings are so good.
Because when I was like 12 or 13, that's we wanted to go
Yeah.
to Hooters, and my parents, we were like, oh no, the wings are great, and it's like no, that's not it.
well, I'll put it to it. The
Just put something
talent
in the
was
back of your
definitely
mind for
not
later.
there.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
I mean, it had gone down a lot.
Tilted Kilt is so much better than Hooters. Or
Yeah,
so
we don't have
so
one of
I've
those here.
heard.
It's like all the way up in Birmingham.
True.
Oh,
Or is it one in Montgomery?
No, Montgomery's had a Twin Peaks, but I think that closed.
Joe, how about you? You got any good college stories you can share with us?
Every one of them revolves around alcohol.
Well, I mean,
how hard were
what-
hoop skirts to get off of a girl?
They were squirts.
what great story starts with "I'm going to have a salad"?
I don't know.
It's true.
I don't know. Ask Trey about tossing salad. I don't know.
Well, he'd know if he were here.
That's like a Wednesday for him.
Yeah, exactly. Day that ends in Y.
No, I actually lived with my cousins when I went here, and they were twins.
Twins, Basil.
Well,
Wait, guys or girls?
guys,
Oh, never mind.
and
Hey, no one's judging here.
That's fair. No one cares.
We're an open-minded group.
It's true. We hang out with Tucker.
anyway, middle of the night, I heard a bunch of screaming, and turns out that one of them was having relations with his girlfriend. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And things ended up getting a little dry down there. So,
Oh, how? What the?
don't I was not in the room. I'll put it that way.
How did this take such a left?
So
Not what I was expecting.
he goes to the bathroom, whatever, gets a jar of Vaseline.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So slather it all over the place. They go to town. Here comes the screaming.
She gets a UTI.
It turns out it was not Vaseline.
Oh, icy hot.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was. And funny thing is, they broke up 2 days later. Go figure.
Big surprise.
I mean, I feel like this is one of those stories that, like, you say it was your cousin.
No. I would own up to that one because that's funny. And there's another time when there was one. I'm opening up the door, and his girlfriend immediately dropped to her knees and doing what she needed to do. And turns out it was not the right cousin.
Do you tell afterwards or during?
I was not there.
You didn't hear.
I was not at the house, but that was. But then there's they got in a fight outside Jordan here a couple of times.
Who hadn't?
Yeah,
That's fair.
That was no fair. I've shot tequila seriously 5 times, and I've been in 5 bar fights.
So there's a correlation, is what I'm hearing.
Go figure. Yeah,
Yeah.
even Casey can do that math.
You can cut it. You
Go ahead
can.
and get the guest room ready for him.
That's fine.
You self-admittedly hate math.
There's a couch over there, so he's good, Casey.
So what I'm hearing is it tequila to Joe is like spinach was to Popeye. You give it to him, and he wants to fight everyone.
Pretty much. Yeah. One. Let's see. 2 I lost horrendously. 2 kind of got finished before it started, and 1 I can say I won.
So, like Tucker, finished before he got started.
So you're batting
See, I was
about
going to take a
200
stab
in
at
those.
somebody, and I just waited. I was like, yeah.
So you're batting about 200 in those.
Pretty much.
You don't need to fight.
That's a good
Not on
batting
tequila.
average for major leagues.
Not for bar fights.
Not for bar fights, but in batting average, it's good.
It's probably better than your jiu-jitsu record.
Got kicked out of an ATO Pike frat party.
That sounds easy. Hey, Casey, you got anything you want to throw into this? Any
Bar fights for you?
yeah, bar fights or Vicks Vapor Rub on your downstairs?
Look, unlike you slackers, when I went to school, I was putting myself through school. And so I was working a full-time job at the same time I was going to school full-time.
All right.
So I have
you
myself.
you want a
But
cookie or something? I mean,
Look,
I will tell you a lovely law school barrister's ball story.
No.
no, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Yes.
We can turn Joe's mic off.
Sorry, his mic's off now. Go ahead.
I appreciate that, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
So it is a law school tradition that we have a week called Law Week, and we do a lot of activities, and it all...
Wait, so you have a law week at law school? I thought that would be every day.
You'd think.
Be lawless.
One would think. Anyway, it ends with this big, like, black tie ball.
So a big black ball.
A big black ball.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Appropriate for where this is going.
Oh,
anyway,
Shit.
This is
So
disgusting.
my final year in law school, and I decide I'm going to go, and I make Joe dress up, and we go there. And we're hanging out. We're having fun. I've even convinced him to dance with me one time.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
don't dance. Watching me dance is like watching elephants mate. I mean, it's not graceful.
Unlike Matt, who ballroom dances by himself.
And we're sitting there. I'm a people watcher anyway, and so we're chilling with a group of my friends, and I'm watching the back exit of this building, and I'm watching the people I go to school with that I know the type of people they are, and they're going out there and they're doing drugs in the alley, and they're coming back in.
No shit. I mean,
Law school.
you can smell the weed coming through the door.
It's just weed.
It's not weed. Like,
It's
these were
more
also
than-
the people that were getting good grades by Adderall. I mean,
Okay.
so there's that.
You do
But
what
I
you do.
watch a guy I specifically know.
No,
and I
wait.
watch him
Can we clarify?
there, and
Weren't you, when you were working yourself through law school, you were a police officer, correct?
No, law school, I was dispatching. I was a 911 operator.
Oh, okay. So this is after you were a cop for a little while then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just clarifying her. Whatever. Yeah, go. Sorry.
I watched one of these guys, and I happen to know all of his preferences. And I'm watching him. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Because he goes out in the alley, and then he comes back, and he goes up, and there's a balcony that wraps around the room that's visible from anywhere in the room. So we're sitting down on the lower level, and I watch him go up and I watch him cross. And I see him meet up with his boyfriend.
All right.
And so by that time I hit Joe and I was like, hey, look at those people up there.
So was he doing dick dingers?
Just as this guy goes to town, like full makeout session, about to drop
nasty.
to his knees.
Hoover
on
and
his
some Steve. I'm sorry.
It was nasty.
So
that was Joe's revelation to law school and other cultures.
I mean, it was nasty. I mean, I shit you not. It was.
hey, I mean, people are finding love. Let's be happy about it.
This was not love.
It was lust.
This was like.
He also felt bad because he had seen this guy a glimpse from the back, and he had beautiful hair. And Joe's like, "Who's that chick? She's got pretty hair." And I was like,
Ain't a
"Yeah,
chick.
that chick's not a chick."
You know.
It is.
Wow. All right. Well, let me.
These are future lawyers. No, these are lawyers. They have passed the bar.
That's and they're adults, consenting
No,
adults.
just because you have your Juris Doctor doesn't mean that you have passed the bar.
I think some of these already had.
The bar at that point.
They had not? Okay, I thought it was post bar.
Nice.
But
man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ill prepared, and I don't really have any good questions. So I say we'll just kind of. Anyone got anything else they want to add or add on? I can't think of anything to ask, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of grasping at straws at this point.
Well, hell, let Al or Casey ask a question.
Sure. Y'all got anything you want to ask us? Sorry, man. I know this is. It's been a week. I wasn't even sure I was going to be here tonight, honestly.
I want to know what Tucker got at the Christmas party the other night.
What now?
I want to know what Tucker got at the Christmas party.
He still hadn't shared the story. We have not shared that story.
I got a bag of gummy dicks and they were hard candy dicks, and then there was a big giant gummy dick on a stick that Trey used to mushroom stamp somebody at the party.
It was a great video that can never be released.
The hell it can't.
How did you end up with that present, Tucker?
Do what?
How did you end up with that present?
Because I have bad taste in friends.
Yeah.
Or good taste. Depends on how you look at it.
See, I love this about Tucker because he's so easy to fall into a trap.
It's fair. He does. He just kind of walks headlong into it.
Do y'all want me to go ahead and since it's Christmas, do you want me to tell the story?
Ooh.
It's been alluded to. Do you want me to tell the story?
Are you talking about the story?
The story.
Oh, please do. Please tell the
all right. Yeah.
the story.
Do it, man.
Because I feel like I got the Reader's Digest version.
All right, Al. So you haven't heard this. I think most everybody else has. So, I'm a police officer. I'm a detective. A few years ago, before I was a full-time detective, I was in training, which I was up there I was in investigations for 4 months. They show you the ropes, make sure you can do the job and that everybody likes you and that you're going to be motivated to work, whatnot.
So he only had 2 out of those 3. Nobody likes him.
So we get a call one day of a dead guy. His boyfriend's called, said that, hey, my boyfriend is dead. So we go out there, and sure enough, this guy's dead on a paper-thin mattress in a bedroom. He had died huffing canned air. He had a little World War II gas mask and all this other stuff. So we start interviewing, the witness and photographing and collecting evidence, and they had stacks of porn DVDs, and there were sex toys all over that fucking bedroom. Because my coworkers decided to fuck with me hardcore. They said, you got to collect all those sex toys. I said, why? There's no reason to get these. No, you got to. There could be evidence. I'm like,
what he's not telling you is he went bobbing for dildos.
He didn't die from getting fucked in the ass. He died from huffing canned air. Nope, got to collect them. Fuck. So I collect all these sex toys, and I mean, there was a butt plug. I shit you not. It was about that damn big.
Look how hot and bothered he's getting just talking about it.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
So
that's why he keeps
put them all.
Trey and Tucker.
Put them all in evidence, and the next week I go on vacation. I'm gone all week.
Well, now hold on. We had a group chat with some friends, and somebody was complaining about their day.
We were all complaining about it.
We were all complaining about our days. And then this genius of a person goes, oh, you think you had a bad day?
That's true. I did open the door.
I had to bag and tag a bunch of dildos.
Exactly.
That's almost verbatim what I said.
He types out this whole long story of bagging and tagging all these
You
dildos.
say bag and tag or bag and gag?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That joke never gets old.
I'm sure it doesn't. Doesn't for me.
Proceed.
Okay, so he tells us this, then he goes on vacation.
Then I go on vacation. So when I get back, you're doing what you do when you get back from vacation. You're checking the mail, unpacking everything, and there's a box in the mailbox. And I asked Courtney, my wife, I said, "Did you order something for me?" And didn't tell me about it. Well, she said no because she doesn't like me that much.
It's fair.
It's not wrong.
Nope.
And there's no return label. There's nothing on there that tells me who this is from, but it's got my name on it. So I'm like, all right. So I opened it up, and there's a bag of gummy dicks. Yeah.
Oh, this gets better though.
We're not done yet.
No, we're not. So I immediately call Steven and my buddy Daniel and ask both of them, hey, did y'all send me anything? And they're like, no, what are you talking about? So I fuck up and tell them. Well, I made a series of bad decisions here, okay? Don't judge me.
There are a lot of bad.
I'm sensing the pattern there.
So they both deny. I said, I think your exact words, Steven, were, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sounds about right. And I think when you told me, I said, that is a great fucking idea, though. I wish I'd have thought about it.
So I go to work Monday, and I'm like, one of these fuckers that I work with sent this to me. I'm not going to say a damn thing to anybody. I get to work. I'm sitting there typing on the computer, doing my paperwork and stuff. People come to work. Nobody says anything. Well, since I've already been burned twice calling Steven and Daniel, I give it a couple of days. Nobody says anything.
Tucker's the king of not being able to not know something, by the way. Like, he is the most, I mean, we can attest to this, not in a good or bad way, but he just has to know and do and figure out, which, I mean, I guess makes you a quote unquote good detective, but it just personally, it does not always pay off for him.
I can neither
So,
nor deny I
Neither
married
did
somebody
the
like that.
answers that much in his cases.
so about 3 days go by, and one of my coworkers shows up, and I can't take it anymore because nobody said anything. I'm like, dude, did you send me something while I was on vacation?
By the way, I want to interject also. I like to imagine him sitting in his office thinking about who did this. Like, like cops do, legs up on the desk and just taking those little tiny gummy dicks and just kind of like, sucking on it. Who would have?
I was going to say, I would put out a candy dish. If I knew it wasn't going to get me fired, I'd put a candy dish out on my desk for anybody to come
just
in.
him like tonguing the balls, just going, who would have sent me these delicious gummy dicks? Probably get like 5 in his mouth at one time, like Trey.
So, Tucker, what are you doing? It helps me think.
It helps me think. Balls in my mouth make me think better.
Send out a
So-
small penis bulletin.
So I asked one of my coworkers if the one that I thought was most likely to do it,
That was a good one.
if he sent it. And of course he says no and starts laughing and then proceeds to tell fucking everybody that I work with. I'm surprised he didn't send out a fucking company-wide email. So I leave work that day.
I got to back up one more time. When he first told, I'm sorry. Because
You gonna let me tell it? Or you wanna keep-
I know, but I usually interject these parts, and I forgot this part. When he told us about collecting all the dildos, we then started calling him Detective Dildo.
Oh, well, sure.
Because that makes sense. It fits, right?
Yeah.
We don't know if it fits or not, and I don't want to know.
That's fair. Okay, sorry. Okay, so he's asking.
So last part. So now everybody at work knows. All of my friends know, and I still have no fucking clue who sent these goddamn gummy dicks to my house. So I'm driving home from work that day, and my buddy Daniel calls me, and he says, "Hey, did you ever figure out who sent you those gummy dicks?" I said, "No, man, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. Nobody's owned up to it." He goes, "Who all did you tell?" I said, "Well, I asked you and Steven and one of the guys at work, and now the whole fucking office knows." And he goes, "It was me."
Like the first guy he called.
Oh yeah, he was the first guy I called.
So we continued to call him Detective Dildo until he had to go back onto patrol. So then he became Officer Orifice after that. This is what supportive. That's what supportive friends look like.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would have done the same.
Now there's a good friend.
Amazing.
I know, right?
Jesus.
You got anything else? You got something you want to ask? Questions? Something to share? Yeah.
Like ask you?
No, anyone. You got a good story to share?
Boring ass self. No.
Thanks. Well, I mean, we don't have Trey here to like say outrageous things, so trying to.
Nobody can replace that, man.
That's fair.
Just the random stuff that comes out of his mouth.
Which is probably a good thing, but regardless. Okay, well, after that, I guess we're just going to call this because, like I said,
I just got here.
I know. Well, you're late, so and I'm out of ideas. I'm sorry.
You were 25 minutes late.
Yeah, but on my wife's time, that's on time.
That's fair. Taylor time.
Yeah.
Taylor time.
And when you live as long as he has, 25 minutes.
What's an extra 25 minutes?
You better.
Exactly.
It's a gift, really.
You better be happy
So
I
he's-
remembered how to get here.
Is that why you like Highlander so much? Because you can relate?
No, he's because he's killed the other versions of himself. He's gonna be the
There
the
can
one.
be only one.
Be only one.
Yeah.
So Steven, you talk
relate to
about
Loki
like you
also.
like watching a lot of like Canadian shows. There's a
Hey.
there's a cop show that Billy Buttrey was on worked on in the 80s. I think it was called Forever Night, and it's basically a vampire cop in Toronto. He's
Wow.
800 years old, so I feel like that's right down your alley. Like
Yeah,
you probably
no.
enjoy that.
Wait, what is this?
It's a
I think
Canadian.
it's let me just look it up here. I think it's called Forever Night. I remember I was too young really to watch it when it was out, but
I didn't
yeah.
have my iPad downstairs.
Forever Night, but night is spelt like a
Night of the Old or Night of
Yeah.
the Round Table.
Knigget.
Knigget.
If you
Here we
if
go.
you can say what are the
1992 drama, 3 seasons, Forever Night.
Oh, 92. I thought it was even older than that. But anyway, yes, that's the
Nick
one.
Knight is an 800-year-old vampire working
Yeah.
as a homicide detective on the graveyard shift in modern-day Toronto.
Nick
So there you
Knight.
go.
They couldn't come
Nick
up with
Knight.
a better name than Nick.
Well, come on now.
Well, it's on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and Tubi. I don't know what Tubi is.
It's just a
It's a free streaming
yeah, it's a free
service.
stream. No, you'll have to watch commercials.
Yeah. There you go. If you want to check that out, it's
Yeah.
probably really, really bad.
Probably.
But one of the first TV shows Billy Buttrey was Gaffer on.
Nice.
Hey, let me
taping it
ask, Al, let me ask you a question.
I don't know any of these guys.
Shut your mouth.
Well, they're all Canadian
It's-
actors. It's a
it's all
Canadian
Canadian.
show. You
Yeah, it's
wouldn't
all
know
Canadian.
Yeah, but it aired on CBS and USA.
No Celine Dion?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
Maybe-
Original network, CBS.
Maybe it was syndicated at that point.
Yeah, like Canadian broadcast station. CBS.
That's true.
No, but isn't there an Australia? No, that's ABC.
Yeah, it's ABC.
There's an ABC in Australia.
Yeah, but do y'all have? It's CBC? It's not CBS, right?
No, it's CBC. Correct.
CBC.
We got all the American networks too. NBC, CBS.
Okay,
ABC.
so let me ask you a question, right? What, Canada and all, what's like the top shows that were in Canada? I mean, I know like for us, like the Canadian shows would be like SCTV and it's Kids in the Hall.
You're gonna have to give me a time frame because I mean I grew up watching.
Yeah. What you grew up watching?
Yeah, I grew up watching everything I watched when I was growing up was American stuff. Like it was Night Court, Knight Rider, A Team, all that stuff was Dukes of Hazzard. That was all my jam. Like even Gilligan's Island, Fantasy Island, all that stuff.
Okay.
All the network shows I watched growing up. We didn't watch a lot of Canadian TV. It's hilarious. Like Canadians don't watch their own shit until recently.
I was about to
Until
say
maybe the
Canadian
last 10
TV
years.
has really taken off in the past.
Well, Kids in the Hall, was that Canadian?
Yeah, that's Canadian.
Okay.
So that,
I
I mean,
used to watch
that
the hell
had a
out of
bit of a
that.
cult following there, and
Yeah.
and actually they're making new episodes again.
Really?
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Nice.
No, there was
I
a
gotta
really
check
bad
that out.
movie back in the 80s, I think. It was based on a couple of characters from SCTV.
Yeah, you talking about the hockey game? The hockey?
Yeah, the
beer?
McKenzie brothers, or I think it was.
Slapshot. Is it Slapshot?
No, it wasn't Slapshot.
Is that the one where the guys?
Slapshot's the one with Paul Newman.
It's all
Yeah.
the beer and all that. Like they go to the hockey rink and they fight those two guys on the hockey rink.
Is the guy their glasses wearing red?
Yeah. Well,
It's
wasn't
all
it
you're a
Slapshot?
hoser,
Hold on.
eh? I mean, it was.
Yeah.
That's 90% of the movie was you're a hoser, eh? That was it. And they
I can't remember the
pissed
name
on
of
a
it. I know what
fire
you're
or
talking
something.
about.
It's not SCTV though. It's a movie.
No, it's a movie, but it was based on. It was two characters from SCTV.
Yeah, it was like the two guys who drink
Really
all the time.
proud of
on
this.
Yeah.
I
SCTV,
have
but
an
they
important question.
I mean, it's
Okay.
a really bad movie. Yes, dear.
Can he get me the latest season of Heartland?
Oh God.
Heartland?
No.
Really? You want to watch that?
No, please don't.
Even the Canadians think
Hey,
that's TV shit.
No. Okay, so that's the thing. Heartland is a Western Canadian show, and it's kind of like it's not down my alley.
My wife watches that.
Neither is Murdoch Mysteries, apparently.
I'd give Murdoch Mysteries a try, but it's such a big commitment. There's
It
like
is.
14 seasons.
Yeah,
of it.
and like 24 episodes, and they're all an hour
it's
long.
too much.
It's
And I should love it because it's Toronto in the 1800s or whatever. Like it looks like something I'd probably enjoy. But again,
it's super campy though. It really.
Growing up, we were so inundated with American TV that we only had a couple of sources for Canadian television. One of them was CBC. So we were inundated with NBC, CBS, ABC, all the American networks. So that's what we watched.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why we know so much more about you than you know about us.
That's fair.
Like I said, I think
I knew where Toronto is.
Well, good, yeah.
It was.
We had 13 channels, and 9 of them were U.S.
Look, don't think we're all as dumb as Steven.
Ha.
I'm just saying.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm not the one that said on what was it, Ontario or some shit?
No. I said it was the city of Ontario. All right. Look, I'm sorry. I've made my amends. They made fun of me on his podcast.
Yeah.
And
now we get to make fun of you.
And now you get to make fun of me on my podcast. I'm glad you're here, Al. Thanks so much, buddy.
Well, you invited me.
That's fair.
And I had to come by and say fuck you to Trey, and he's gone. I mean,
I think he got scared.
Yeah, your work
He got
here is
scared.
done. He did. He got real scared.
He knew you were on here, so he was like, "I'm not coming."
I did realize it's funny though when Al popped in. It was funny. I was like, they look the same. I mean, Al's shaved his head, but they got the beard and everything. Got some gray in the beard.
Maybe that's what the animosity is.
He has more gray.
Who?
Al.
You think?
Yeah, I'm probably a little older too. So
yeah, how old are you, Al?
46.
46. Okay.
Yeah, so he is a bit older.
No,
I'm older than all you assholes.
You are.
Except
that's
for
what I'm
Chris.
saying. Y'all, no,
I'm older
you're
than
me.
Chris.
So is Al. Al's older than me too.
not really though. At least this friend group. That's what you're telling us.
Yeah.
Hello, my darling. Hello.
I know it's like
baby.
Interview with a Vampire. It just
How old, Chris, do you have to live before you have to move to a new place and start a new life where people don't know you?
fake your own death.
I mean, he did that in
Fake your own
Highlander,
death.
but he just kept coming back to the same place over and over again.
Yeah.
84.
I mean, it's got to be. You must know so many ways to fake your own death. It must be great.
I get my own insurance.
Yeah.
I collect it on myself.
That sounds about right. Al, what do you have going on over at the produce stand? I know you got the Ag Hall Social coming up on
Probably
Christmas
That's
Eve.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night,
Great
Ag Hall
fruit.
Social. Christmas
Corn.
Eve.
Christmas
so
Eve.
Same as this.
Yep.
Except I'll have some trivia going. We'll have some giveaways and stuff. That's tomorrow night.
What I'm hearing is
oh.
you've got more of a format than I do.
And y'all got a new season coming out soon, right? Like
Yeah,
not the show,
like
but
on
like the
Christmas
show.
Day here in Canada and Boxing Day, or just December 26th for you guys.
for us. And then do we know exactly when Shoresy drops yet?
No, I just know it's in the spring.
Strange
but I
Brew.
don't think they've announced any dates.
Strange Brew? Does that mean anything?
Strange Brew was the movie.
Oh, Stranger. Yeah, that's with Bob and Doug McKenzie. That's
a
horrible
really
movie.
bad
Yeah.
movie. Yes.
So is that the one though where it's because I saw something
I
the other
gotta say
day.
this. I loved it when I was a kid.
Well,
In
What,
the 80s.
Strange Brew?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I don't think so.
no. Yeah, it's an
Are you
hour.
familiar with the Bob and Doug McKenzie?
Yeah, SCTV. I've seen some of that.
Yeah, Rick Moranis and I forget his name, David.
I think everyone forgets his name.
Little hockey rink. They get in the formations.
Yeah,
Every time
yeah,
they
yeah.
do that little.
And there's a fire, and one of them like drinks the entire vat of beer and pisses
Yes.
it out. Yeah.
But there's something I saw the other day where it's like it's like three dudes. They're in red hockey sweaters and they got black glasses and they're all
No,
beat up.
that's Slapshot, and that's the
Slapshot?
Hansons. So
Okay.
there's three brothers, and they're roughnecks, and they play for a team
Like
called the
Umbop?
Chiefs, I guess.
Not-
and they're just fighters.
Not Umbop Hansen.
No, not Bob Hanson.
and they're
but,
not the Rough Riders.
No,
Okay.
but they've dined out on that movie, and their personas in that movie ever since.
Really? That's their claim to fame. Their 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean they still appear as the Hanson brothers now, like from that movie.
But they are
from,
actual brothers.
1977.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And they made a Slapshot 2, which is really bad.
Was it the same guys?
I think it was like an entire different cast.
Hockey movies in general don't make great movies. It's hard to shoot. hockey.
Bullshit. The Mighty Ducks was phenomenal.
Was it though? I mean,
Don't you ruin this for me, Al.
You know which one wasn't bad? Was the one in Alaska? Was it Mystery Alaska? That one wasn't bad.
I haven't seen that.
What
one.
was that other one? Miracles or
Miracle on Ice?
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice.
Was
Yeah,
that
that was pretty good.
the 88?
The 82.
82.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Joe remembers.
He was there. He was there.
He was there.
Like the storyline is pretty good. It's just shooting the action on the ice. I haven't seen it done very well.
Wait.
In many cases.
Is Slapshot the one where the guy like it's kind of like Major League in a sense? It's like a comedy, and the guy like buys like a hockey team, and he has like those like brothers that play. That's it. Yeah, I've seen that movie.
It's Paul
Slapshot.
Newman,
It's not
and
that
he's
bad.
a player, and he somehow takes control of the
I've
team,
seen
and
that.
he tries to
I was trying to put it together. Yeah,
did some marketing, something
because he tells like the brothers to go out there to
take.
take the other.
Yeah, I
guy
think it's the
out.
hockey version of Major League, basically.
Oh, okay.
But with all the stars. Well, except for Newman. He was in it.
Yeah.
Inexplicably.
But is that
Hey,
is that
again, Mike
it's a pretty
Madonna
good
was
movie.
in
You gotta
Mighty
see it.
Ducks, all right?
Yeah, and didn't he drugged out?
Who?
Who-
Mike Madonna?
Hey man, just say
Whichever
Brian
the-
Billy West
which-
to this. That's all you need.
What was the goalie?
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're talking. Oh, damn it. His name was Goldberg in the movies.
Yeah,
He got arrested.
Yeah, that was years later. He's turned it around since then, though.
Hasn't?
Yeah, he
Did
was.
y'all watch the series? Series
No.
was pretty good.
No.
The series was pretty good for real.
Casey, what are you doing?
Just loving on the dog.
Puppy, say hi.
Sean Weiss. That's who you're talking about. Yeah, he his arrest photos pretty damn rough.
Nasty. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, Al, you got anything else you want to plug for the produce stand, bud?
No, that's it. I mean, like our Egg Hall Social, and follow us on @ProduceAmPod and on Twitter. And
All 7 people will definitely do that now.
Excellent. and you know, the other 6 of your listeners.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. That's fair. I guess it's only 4 other people considering they're all here.
Can you look and see what our all-time downloads are right now? Since we've been doing this for
This is episode 50.
Yeah, it's episode 50, so almost a year.
You guys have done 50 of these? Wow.
This is number 50.
Once a week.
Kudos.
Thank you. Well, it'll be mid-January because we doubled up the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, because we were going to start in December, and then that's when
Well, we had a hard time getting equipment.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
that's when Taylor had COVID also.
Yeah,
So
and
that kinda
then
pushed
Ashley
on.
had her stroke at the very end of December. All right, as of right now, we've got 8,800, a little over 8,800 downloads.
So we're coming up on 9,000.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Somebody should be ridiculous if you reach 9,000.
Do what?
Somebody needs to do something ridiculous if y'all
Well,
reach 9,000.
we are doing a polar plunge once Trey moves into his new house.
No, you're doing a polar
Thank
plunge.
you.
No,
I'm
y'all
not
are doing
doing
it too.
Hell no, my old ass can't be getting water like that. I'll
Yeah,
die.
you can. As much shit that we've made Trey do that he really didn't want to, y'all can do this.
Well, you know what? Then
Shit, get in my lungs, backfire on my machine, and all that shit.
That sounds like a personal
Well,
problem.
I will tell you this though. The last
No.
time I did it, it took a week for my balls to drop again.
I don't mind getting in the cold water. It's just I'm not going to get in that contaminated water. Like,
It'll be clean.
how do you know? How do you know?
he took off the cover and said it's not.
Tucker!
Jesus Christ. So you'll jump in the cold water
Yeah, I'll jump in cold water. I
Okay.
don't mind that. Just not there. Well, if it's clean, I'll do it.
if it's clean.
I'll do
Okay.
it.
Al, have you ever done a polar plunge?
Fuck no.
See, even he's never done it.
See, here's the
and
thing.
he's got
Wait,
snow on the ground right now.
I was going to say, but this is Alabama.
It's
so
like
polar,
negative
it's going to
3
be like
degrees there.
70 degrees here.
Oh, they do polar plunge here around between Christmas and New Year's in Lake Ontario, and I just look at those people and I shake my head. There's no way.
Yeah,
and
okay,
I'm well insulated. And I still won't do that.
But what's the air temperature there right now?
He's gonna be Celsius.
Today, I don't know, minus probably 5, -6 Celsius. So I don't know what that.
See,
would
and this
be.
is the coldest it's going to get here. It's like 40
That's going to be
degrees.
like 25.
Yeah, it's -5 Celsius right now. So let me see what that is.
hell is that?
41 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
I went the other way with it. Okay.
So that's about
Oh,
saying.
wait a minute. That can't be right.
You said it was -5?
No, because-
23.
Okay. I
23.
said 25. Okay.
Oh,
so I went the right way.
fuck.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't do it there. But if the air temperature's like 45, yeah, you can do that.
See, but they go when it's like -20 here. So I don't know, like.
Now here's the kicker. I did
Ridiculous.
it in Germany and I did it in Russia, and both times there's like a
that's
little
-4 Fahrenheit.
there's like a little sauna right next to the water that you can hop into.
Yeah, so-
I mean everything thaws
Yeah.
out pretty quickly.
45 here would be about 7 degrees Celsius for you guys. So that's probably when we're going to do our polar plunge.
No, it'll probably be warmer than that. This is probably going to be the coldest.
So I've kind of done that. We used to do turkey dips, so around our Thanksgiving, which is in October.
Turkey.
My buddy still has his pool open, and we jump in the pool, and it's around that temperature.
Oh, man, I can imagine though if you're doing it negative 20 Celsius. I mean, when you get out, it's going to just instantly freeze to you.
Yeah.
That's just there's.
Nipples like a cut glass.
Oh,
yes,
literally. Oh, not fun.
Tucker, make sure to take your little bars out of your nipples whenever you do it, okay?
Don't have those anymore, you smartass.
Oh, sorry, they're hoops.
That would tear some skin.
He misses his nipple piercing sometimes.
No,
we know
not
he
really.
does. He really likes it if you touch him. Come here, Tucker. Let me touch him.
Fuck away from me.
All right.
You just hang the police cam from them, right?
It's dual purpose. He's got a
Just
magazine
thought of
on
it.
one and like a body cam on the other.
They're all gauged out.
Oh.
All right, I surrender. Just put a fucking shirt on. Who needs body armor? Just send Tucker in there shirtless.
Tucker's so damn cheap. He's got like a 10 millimeter.
Officer, we
10
said bring
millimeter
body
socket.
armor, not body piercing. Oh, my bad.
Sorry, Sarge, misunderstood you.
It's like his peck is up here, his nipples way down.
Oh, long nipples. That is so disturbing, and it brings terrible memories or
Dated a
terrible
girl
sights.
like that.
No, with long nipples.
Yeah.
No. What?
I-
Don't say names, but
Oh, the crazy goth chick that's now a lesbian's friend.
Okay.
oh, she had pierced nipples, but they weren't long. She actually had great nipples.
Oh.
I've seen a girl that had like inverted ones. You know?
Inverted nipples.
Yeah. Man, instead out.
I mean, I'll allow it.
What is that?
That would be
A
my
dog.
German Shepherd chasing a bone across
Okay.
the hardwood
Anyways,
floor.
Wow.
It's kind of like
Oh, so you taught her how to chase a bone, huh?
She taught herself how to chase one of those.
it was all inverted though. It was, man.
I'm not taking the bait.
It's like different than Tucker's butthole.
Dude, what?
It's me's butthole.
Me's butthole.
Stupid. I'm sorry that I'm sorry we subjected other people to this. This is the dumbest shit ever. Well,
they knew what they're walking into.
That's fair.
They do listen to us. I mean, at least
Unfortunately.
Al does.
Supposedly. Allegedly.
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 Casey hangs out.
He's one of the ones that got on the YouTube for like the 15 seconds and got off. Realized this is garbage.
Oh, this is crap. Fuck this.
I try to be supportive, but you guys make it hard sometimes. Trey makes it hard.
I was going to say,
There you go.
not all of us, just Trey. All right. Well, so like I said, you can find us on the website at guysreview.simplecast.com. You can email us anything and I'll read it poorly at theguysreviewpod@gmail.com. Instagram at theguysreviewpod. Twitter at _guysreviewpod. Facebook.com/theguysreviewpod. For everyone that was here and who left, thank you for being here. Al,
All
Casey,
6 of you.
I know. And
Thank
Joe,
you for the invite.
thank you for coming. I really appreciate this, guys. We'll do it again sometime. I'll get a better format. I'm sorry. This is the first time we did it. I'm glad it worked. We know it works. So, Al, thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for spending.
Yeah, no problem. Just one last thing. Fuck you, Trey. Good night.
That was great.
Well played. That's the best we can end with. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time. If I can find the button. There it is.